Assalamualaikum
Hey,
viewers. My name is Sakib
walaikum
Kasarning
assalam.
Bala, and as a part of Rehan AI teacher training course, I'm back with another discussion session with ChatGPT. And today the topic of
Welcome
our
back.
discussion is how to create a growth mindset and embrace challenges. So let's dive in. Hello ChatGPT.
Hello, I suck it. Glad to be here. Growth mindset is basically believing abilities can be developed through effort, strategy, and feedback, not fixed talent. One simple step is reframing I can't do this into I can't do this yet. That little word opens the door to progress. What challenges are you focusing on right now?
I would like to ask you the first question on why uh, it is growth mindset is different from simply being positive or optimistic.
Checking. Great opening question. So, optimism is hope things go well. Growth mindset is believing you can actively make things go better by learning and adjusting. It's less good vibes and more do the work and get better.
Why do some people see challenges as opportunities to grow, while others see them as threat to their abilities or self-worth?
Lucky. That is a core question. People who see challenges as opportunities usually believe abilities can grow. They ask, what can I learn? Those who see challenges as threats often tie success to their identity. Like, if I fail, I'm not good enough. That can lead to avoiding risks. The hopeful part is you can practice reframing and build that growth mindset over time.
Uh, Another question is in this regard is how can someone recognize if they have a fixed mindset in certain areas of life, even if they consider themselves confident and ambitious?
Checking. Good question. A fixed mindset can show up subtly if you notice avoiding tasks for fear of failure, defensive at feedback, or self talk like, I'm just not a math person. Those are clues. Confidence can exist alongside fixed mindset in specific areas. Noticing those moments is the first step to shifting them.
Another aspect is what role does the way we interpret failure play in developing a growth mindset?
Checking. The interpretation is central. With a fixed mindset, failure feels like proof you lack ability. With a growth mindset, failure becomes information. It asks, what can I adjust next time? Treating setbacks as feedback turns them into stepping stones instead of stop signs. Want a simple post failure reflection routine?
Just as you mentioned in the last answer, that some people say that they are not good enough or I cannot do this. How can I overcome this inner dialogue?
Checking. Start by noticing the thought, not argue with it. Swap I can't do this for I can't do this yet. Focus on progress, not perfection. Keep a short list of challenges you've overcome. Evidence really weakens self doubt. And talk to yourself like you would to a good friend, not an enemy. Sounds cheesy, but it works.
Hmm. Another aspect is how can someone become more comfortable with being uncomfortable, especially just as you mentioned that people seek perfection. But how can I lack perfection but still be comfortable with it?
Checking. That matters. Redefine success as progress, not perfection. Take small challenges, succeed at them, and let your comfort zone expand. Try the 80% rule. If it's good enough and useful, ship it. Learn, iterate. The goal is confidence, not flawless execution. And hey, the discomfort never fully goes away, but your tolerance for it grows. That's growth.
How, as a teacher, I can encourage my students to develop a growth mindset without creating unrealistic pressure to constantly improve?
Checking. Great teacher question. Focus on process, not pressure. Praise strategies used, not being smart. Normalize mistakes as learning opportunities. Set realistic individual goals, not constant improvement demands, and celebrate small progress. Make clear that growth isn't nonstop upward. Plateaus are normal. Ask reflections like, what did you learn today? Not what grade did you get? That builds resilience without unhealthy pressure.
On staying on the same matter, what practical habits can someone develop every day to gradually strengthen their growth mindset?
Checking. Love ending on habits. Try 15 minutes learning something new daily. Do a quick evening reflection. What did I learn? What challenged me? Intentionally do one small comfort zone stretch. Ask for feedback once a week. Reframe I can't to I can't yet. And celebrate effort, not just results. Over time, that becomes your default mindset.
You mentioned that we should celebrate effort, not result. Then, how should we respond when we have put in such a significant effort but still never achieved the desired outcome?
Checking. That's one of the hardest questions. Growth mindset doesn't guarantee every outcome, it reframes success. If the result falls short, reflect what did I learn? What worked? What will I tweak next time? Also, distinguish between effort and effective effort. Sometimes the plan needs adjusting, not just the work ethic. And it's okay to pivot. Changing strategy isn't giving up, it's using what you learned. That's still growth.
Uh, Another aspect on this is constructive feedback. Does constructive feedback play any role in developing a growth mindset, and why do some people find feedback difficult to digest?
Checking. Excellent question. Feedback is fuel for growth mindset. Yet many hear feedback as judgment rather than information. When framed respectfully, specific actionable feedback shows a path forward. Learning to listen, ask questions, and extract the useful parts turns feedback into a tool, not a threat. Want tips on asking for feedback without feeling defensive?
I know I will keep on this discussion path. How can growth mindset help someone recover after repeated failures or setbacks rather than just giving up?
Checking. Powerful question. Growth mindset reframes setbacks as information, not verdicts. Resilience grows each time you reflect. What did this teach me? What's one tweak? Instead of giving up, flexible thinking keeps you experimenting, seeking mentors, adjusting strategies, and it encourages knowing when to ask for help. Setbacks become stepping stones when you treat them as part of the process. What's one thing you'd try differently next time?
Mm. Said experimentation becomes a stepping stone. How can we create this setup in organization in which people feel safe to experiment, make mistakes, and learn without having any reservations?
Checking. That's an excellent leadership question. Build psychological safety. No blame for honest mistakes. Reward thoughtful risk taking, not negligence. Model learning openly as leaders. Hold debriefs focused on what we learned. When curiosity replaces blame, growth becomes cultural, not just individual.
Uh, how can we balance accepting that we have limitations while believing that we can improve through learning and practice?
Checking. That's a thoughtful balance. Growth mindset isn't I can do anything. It's I can get better with learning and practice. Acknowledge current limits without cementing them. Set stretch goals, not impossible ones, and adjust as you go. Wisdom is knowing when to push and when to adapt. Accept yourself today without limiting tomorrow.
Lastly, if you could give someone one practical principle for developing a growth mindset and embracing challenges starting today, what would it be and why?
Checking. One principle, aim for 1% better each day. not perfect. Small, steady gains compound. Ask each night, what's one thing I learned today that makes me better tomorrow? Then do one small action based on it. That's the simplest daily lever. And hey, don't compare yourself to others. Compare you with yesterday's you. That's growth.
Great advice and great session. Thank you, ChatGPT.
You're welcome, Saket.
Viewers, that was all from my side. Until next time, signing off. Allah Hafiz.